Yo, 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 yo. What is good, everyone? What is up? What is up? All right, we got some MLB college action today. Gonna be crazy. Got a lot happening in this next hour. A lot of action. Man, we'll get started here in a few minutes or a few seconds, realistically. But yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in on your Saturday morning. I'll go over MLB first. Get the MLB percentages out of the way. Yo, Jason S. Who took the Red Sox? We talk about on the public. Let's see. We got 94% on the Red Sox, but 69% is on the Royals money line today. That game was crazy yesterday, but it just doesn't make sense when you get beat that bad. But I think people are thinking Royals are about to do that again today. I don't think they're about to do that today. I think we'll be good. But I mean, that's baseball. It's disappointing when you get a big favorite like that. They just get murdered. That's the name of the game, though. All right. It's been a minute since I've done live. It really has. I wanted to get back to doing lives. I don't like to promise it because I always break my promise, but I definitely want to start live streaming again because it's just fun. And so for now, I do want to do lives every Saturday and potentially Sunday morning. We'll see. But every Saturday morning for sure, because there's a lot to go over. Because I normally make these videos, if you guys even watch them, of these me going over the lines. But I figured I would do that on the live because there's just so much to cover. And yeah, we'll just do a quick MLB one. Then everyone wants to do college football today, same as me. So we're gonna hop into a lot of college football action, and then you guys just whoever's watching, let me know what you guys are any matchups you're liking or you need help with, and I'll see what the public is betting on. But yeah, Marlins and Nationals. There was no line on this when I was recording at like 5 this morning, so it looks like we do got the Marlins. It is a pick'em scenario on here, but Marlins are the favorite. Not much info to go off of here. 77% of the money on the Marlins. I'd still put my money on the Marlins here. They've looked good so far in this series. Angels and Athletics. 62% of the bets are on the Angels, -1.5. 56% of the money on the under 8. 89% of that money is on the A's money line. I kind of like that. I mean, I think the betting on the Angels days are over. They were on a fire sale, sold all their teams or sold all their players. Ohtani's isn't pitching anymore. It's just a disaster, to be honest. So I don't hate the A's here. I mean, can't really trust the Angels. Yo, Astros and Orioles. We'll see. Let's see, Astros and Orioles. Yeah, so we got 91% of that money coming in on the Astros. What a crazy day yesterday with the Yankees and Astros. I think Verlander gave up, it was like 3 or 4 home runs in that game, which was, I've never seen that before. That was crazy. But yeah, Yankees came out to hit, and that's why, I don't know, I'm kind of nervous about the Astros today. But yeah, 91% of the money is back on the Astros here. So if that helps you. And then the Orioles. Where were the Orioles at? Orioles and D-backs. That's a tough one. 92% of the money on the Orioles. Orioles have been very bad on the road against the D-backs. I can't remember what the stat was, but they just cannot win in Arizona. And yeah, and the public kind of tough to, they are on the Orioles money line today, but I don't know. Over under. Are you talking about the Yankees game? Over under is looking like 8.5, which 56% is on that 8.5. Let's see. All right. All right, yo, Thomas, yo, Yankees and Astros over 8.5. Do you know what the score was yesterday? I don't remember what the score was, but I mean, with them cranking out, I don't know if they're gonna be hitting home runs like they did yesterday, but I don't hate it. I think Astros will definitely be able to hit some more today. That's for sure. Yo, what about Seattle or Texas? Seattle, we got, where was Seattle at? Mariners, 57% of the money on the Mets plus 1.5. We saw Mariners lose that close one yesterday. 90% of the money on that under 8. I mean, it was a very low scoring game yesterday. And then 80% of that money on the Mariners back today. I like the Mariners coming off a loss. It was a close one yesterday. I think they can get it. Yo, what's good, Coyote? How's it going, man? How's it going? Let's see. Rays, Guardians. 89% of the money is coming in on the over 8.5. 62% on the Rays here. And then 54% of the bets are, or the money on the Guardians money line today. You know, didn't look bad yesterday. Tough one. I'd still take the Rays, but getting my gambling game this weekend. Oh yeah. This is definitely the weekend for gambling and placing some bets for sure with college football starting. Cubs and Reds. Yesterday was crazy with the doubleheader. I just hate doubleheaders. It's a coin flip. I really do. I hate them because it's just like, who even knows what teams are going to look like in a back-to-back? So they're so hard to judge. I'm always on the wrong side of doubleheaders usually, but don't have that today. 68% of the money coming in on the Cubs minus 1.5 today. 64% of the money on the over 9.5. And then 52% of the money on the Cubs money line. So pretty split there. Tigers and White Sox. 58% of the bets are on the Tigers minus 1.5. 80% of that money coming in on the over 8.5. And then 65% of the money is on the Tigers money line. Let's see. Phillies and Brewers. 97% of the money coming in on the Phillies minus 1.5. That's a huge amount right there. 96% of the money coming in on that over 9. And then 89% of the money on the Phillies money line. Everybody on the Phillies today. I mean, that's kind of crazy to me. I know the Brewers have, I guess, somewhat of a sketchy pitcher on the mound, giving up some runs. I don't know. I just think I still think the Brewers are good underdog. Maybe I'm part of that. Maybe I'm just part of the 3% here. But I'd much rather be part of that 3%. If this pitcher, I forget who's pitching. Let's see. Oh yeah, it was Colin Rhea. He's been giving up some runs. But if he can just have a decent game, I think they'll be fine. I mean, they've already looked fine so far against the Phillies. I don't see why not. All right. What else on MLB? Pirates and Cardinals. 85% of the bets are on the Cardinals minus 1.5. 56% of that money coming in on that over 9.5. And then 62% of the bets are on the Pirates money line. I just feel like at that price tag, you can't really trust the Cardinals here. They opened up as minus 190 earlier this morning, but yeah, I don't know. I just think Pirates are the way to go here. They're solid underdog today on the slate. Twins and Rangers. 90% of the money coming in on the Rangers minus 1.5. 85% of that money coming in on the over 9.5 today. 72% of the money on the Twins money line. Really liking the Twins today. I mean, even with Scherzer on the mound yesterday, like he looked really good early on, was striking everybody out, and then Rangers just fell apart. And they've been really hard to bet on because, man, I've been just hammering them all year. And this last few weeks, can't even bet on the Rangers. They've been a parlay killer. So, like, I just don't know. I'd still take the Twins here. I mean, they've been solid. That's a tough one, though. All right. Blue Jays and Rockies. 76% of the bets are on the Blue Jays -1.5 today. 57% of that money coming in on the under 11.5. And then 68% of the money coming in on the Blue Jays money line. Yeah, liking the Blue Jays here. It was a high score yesterday. I just still trust Toronto here in this situation. And then Orioles, a lot of people loving the Orioles today. Giants and Padres. This is one of the hardest series so far, I think, in this on this slate, because they've just been trading wins. No teams covered as an underdog in this series. 96% of the money coming in on that under. A lot of under. 89% of the money coming in on the Giants money line today. It's been a flip-flop series. And like I said, Padres haven't won back-to-back games in a while. So, like, I just don't know if I'd probably lean with the Giants here. It's just a very tough series. And then the Braves and Dodgers. Braves and Dodgers. Oh, hold up. Yeah, Braves have looked really good. They've looked really good in this series so far. Acuna has been just cranking out some nice hits. But today, 89% of that money coming in on the Dodgers money line today. 65% of the bets are on the over 10. So I like the Braves. It was pretty much a pick'em scenario when the line opened up. I just like the way they've been playing. Two elite teams, but man, Atlanta's really been hitting the ball well. Yo, what's up, Kenny? Let's see. For baseball, man, top three. Today's slate's tough. There is just no like easy pick'ems. I mean, these are all tough. I don't even know if I have three in baseball. That's why I didn't make a parlay video, because I just don't even have anything for baseball. For three that I would call locks, I don't even know if I have it for baseball. But we're going to hop into college football here. That's where all the money's going to be at today. I do have a teaser that I will give out to the chat if you guys want it. Got my big teaser. I usually go pretty big on Saturdays. So loving the teaser action. Hopefully we get a nice win on the teaser here. Did you ever bet UFC? I do. I bet on that Sean O'Malley fight. I don't do it too much, but when there's like a really good fight, and I know I'm gonna watch it, I'll tune into, I'll throw a little parlay together. All right, a lot of college football here. I'm gonna go over a lot of them. If you guys have any individual matchups, I'll see if I can find them, because there's just like 1,000 games on. I mean, early on, we'll just go down the 12 o'clock slate here. Yo, Tony, TCU and Iowa win. I mean, we'll see. They're the big favorites. They should. Colorado's going to be very fun to watch today. Yeah, Colorado's going to be fun. We'll see what happens. Maybe they don't win, but I'm really liking their 20.5 points. I mean, that's a lot for a TCU team that lost a lot, too. Lost a lot of actual good talent. All right, Virginia, Tennessee, 88% of that money on Tennessee -28. They should be able to do fine against Virginia here. 82 on that over 55.5. And then everyone on Tennessee money line. I don't think they're in any danger of losing this matchup to Virginia here. East Carolina, Michigan. It sucks because all week one, all the good teams they're playing, they're out of conference teams, and they're like 30, 40, 50 point favorites, which makes it very tough in week one. Michigan, I'm liking them -35.5. The public is on them. Only 53%. I mean, look, East Carolina's not going to do much against Michigan. Michigan's going to run all over them. Blake Corum's going to dominate. They're going to be good. Game will be over at halftime. We're just hoping for that cover and no a fourth quarter backdoor cover. That's all we pray that doesn't happen. This one's an interesting game here. Utah State and Iowa. If you guys watch a lot of Iowa football, they do not score points. They have one of the best, best defenses in college football, and they just can't score. It's kind of a crazy. So many games last year I watched, and it was just they just couldn't score. I'm liking a Utah State plus the points. If Iowa comes out and win, I know they got a new quarterback. The offense might be different. We'll see. But man, it's just not been proven. So I like Utah State plus the points here. I mean, we'll see what Iowa's like, but God, their games were so slow paced, such low scoring games last year and in years prior. It's just hard to trust Iowa plus a lot of points or minus a lot of points. Yo, Freddie, Iowa with the points. Hey, well, if they come out and win by their spread, that's good for them. They might be improved this season. Tony, you're looking for a big favorite. You like to place a bet on the big favorites. I mean, if you're talking about spreads, I like Michigan. Bama, Georgia. They all have crazy big favorite spreads. Yokai, you like Fresno money line? I don't hate it. Oh yeah, Tony. Or no, wait. I say Southern Alabama, North Carolina, Florida underdogs. I like South Alabama. There's only a couple underdogs I like today. South Alabama is one of them. A lot of people are on South Alabama. I think people need to watch out. Tulane needs to watch out. South Alabama can play. That is a good underdog. I do like North Carolina. North Carolina is not an underdog though. They're actually a 2.5 point favorite. But I do like North Carolina. South Carolina, that's going to be a tough game. That's a good game. Going to be a good game though. Texas State, Baylor over. Texas State, Baylor over. If I can find that game. Oh, Texas State over. Ooh, it's over. I'm seeing like 59 is the line. 61. I've seen a lot of different lines here, but ooh, I don't know. That's a tough one. I'd probably still take the over. Baylor should be able to put up 45 to 50, and you're hoping Texas State can at least get 14 points. That's really what you're hoping. Yo, Kenny, Houston, UTSA. Yo, Kenny, I'm liking Houston. I think Houston's a good underdog today. Getting +1, +1.5. I'm liking Houston. I think it's going to be a good game. UTSA is very good too, but Houston can very easily win that game. Yeah, Tony, South Carolina is an underdog. So I'm liking UNC though in that match. Got Drake May. All the eyes are going to be on Drake May, and I think he's going to have another great Heisman, hopefully potential Heisman winning kind of season. But yeah, that's going to be a fun game. Fresno, Purdue. We got 52% on the Fresno plus the points. Colorado, TCU, big matchup here. 73% of the money on TCU -20 today. 57% of the money on that under 64. And then 99% of the money on Colorado money line. I guess for the value, that's why at +800. I mean, Colorado could easily win this game. It's not like there's some FCS school. Colorado could win. It's not. It wouldn't be if Colorado won. I don't think anyone would really be shocked. So I mean, it's a lot of pressure on TCU too and Colorado, but I'm liking Colorado +20.5. By the point, get them +21.5. Love that line there. Oklahoma and Arkansas State. It should be a slaughter. If Oklahoma doesn't cover this spread, it's kind of disappointing because they should put up 50+ points on Arkansas State. And as long as they can hold them to, maybe 2 touchdowns or less, they'll get the cover pretty easily. And 82% is on that Oklahoma minus the spread here. Ball State and Kentucky. 77% of the money on Kentucky minus 25.5. But for the value, though, 86% is on Ball State money line, obviously, because Kentucky's minus 4,000. I don't know. Kentucky's not a team I trust here. I'm sure they'll probably win this game fine, but I don't really want any piece of this game. SMU La Tech, 73% of the money on SMU minus 21.5. 88% of the bets are on the over 66. And then 93% of the money on La Tech money line. Interesting. Bowling Green Liberty. 61% is on Bowling Green plus 8. Northern Illinois is on BC. 68% is on Northern Illinois plus 9. Long Island, Ohio. 55 is on that New Island. I'm sorry, Long Island plus 38.5. West Carolina, Arkansas. 83% of the bets are on Arkansas minus 34.5. Should be an easy game for Arkansas there. Northern Iowa, Iowa State. 97% of the money on Iowa State minus 6.5. Mercer and Ole Miss, 75% of the money on Ole Miss minus 32.5. Playing a team like Mercer, Ole Miss should just mop the floor with them. Should be able to cover that spread pretty easily, I would imagine. East Tennessee, Jackson State, 80% of the bets are on Jackson State minus 16. Akron and Temple, 81% of the money on Akron plus 10 today. Portland State and Oregon. Portland State, 71% of the money on Portland State plus 48. Ohio State, Indiana. Big matchup here. I mean, just it's because it's Ohio State, but 72% of the money on Ohio State minus that big 30 points here. 81% of the money on the over 59.5. 96% of the money on the Ohio State money line. All right, let's go. Keep on going down the list. 86% of the bets are on Cincinnati minus 21.5. Thomas, yeah, I'll give out that teaser in a second. Don't worry. I guess, yeah, I'll give it out in a few minutes because there are some noon games on at that start, so I do want to get that out. But I'm going to start posting on BroThrow, which is a site that I do promote. It's totally free. It's just like a Discord, but way easier to manage and I can control. So probably starting next week when NFL starts, I'm going to start posting my teasers in BroThrow. So if you're not already signed up, you just go in there. Links are all in my descriptions to sign up in there, but I will be posting teasers in there. Very easy to access. Wyoming with the points. Tough. That's a tough one. Where was that game at? Who does Wyoming play again? Is it Texas? Is it Texas? I think it might be Texas Tech. I could be wrong. I think I remember seeing that was like a 14-point game, I think. Oh my God, there's so many games to go through. It's crazy. Yeah, I think it was Texas Tech and Wyoming. I'm liking Texas Tech. Hold up, I just went down a lot. Wisconsin, Buffalo. 95% is on Wisconsin minus 28 today. 84% of the money on the under 53.5. And then 99% is on Wisconsin. Liking Wisconsin today. They should have really no problem with Buffalo here. Texas and Rice. 69% of the money on Texas minus 35.5. They really shouldn't have any trouble with Rice. It should be pretty easy. It's all good. College is crazy. There's just, I mean, there's so many games. It's unbelievable. The list just goes on and on. UMass and Auburn, 77% of the money on UMass plus 35. Interesting. Notre Dame. Finally, there's a Notre Dame line. When I was recording, there was no line on this game, so they are a 49-point favorite against Tennessee State. 60% of the money is on that Notre Dame minus 49. That's a very high spread. I mean, they could easily come out and put up. See, the thing is though, these big favorites, like you're going to see, I think Georgia's a 49-point favorite. You're going to see it a lot. Or I think Oregon's a high favorite like that in the 40s. These teams that are like that, I'm telling you, most of these games, it'll be like 56-3 or something. Like, these teams that are 50-point favorites are not putting up like 70. It's always like mid 50s or something. And it's just like, they barely get over that hunch. It's tough. All right, Boise State, Washington, 81% on Washington minus 14.5, 73% of the money on the over 58.5, then 87% of the money on Boise State money line. You wish you could bet on the UMass game, but it's illegal in Massachusetts. That's lame. Should be good. Should be legal everywhere, to be honest. Wofford and Pitt, no real info on that game. 83% on South Florida plus 13 against Western Kentucky here. California, North Texas, 85% of the money on North Texas plus 6. 83% of the money on UNLV minus 15.5. Okay, how do you do a teaser on FanDuel? Yo, I've been using FanDuel, Kenny. I actually just signed up with FanDuel like a few days ago. I love it. It's just, you just place I mean, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, you add the teams on the spread. So you just take any 4 teams or more, and they'll be in your bet tab, and below it, it'll say teaser or round robin. And you just click teaser, and you could do up to 14 points. You can get 14-point teasers on here, which is crazy. What's going on, Mr. GC? How's it going, bro? Nevada, USC, 79% of the money on USC minus 38. 75% of the money on the over 62.5. Yeah, I think USC should be able to take care of business. It is a big spread. They weren't able to cover their spread last week. Only won by like 28, I believe. So we'll see if they can cover today. I recommend throwing them in a teaser because I think they'll definitely be able to cover anything that's teased. UTSA Houston, 86% of the money on UTSA minus 1.5. 60% of the money on the over 59.5. And then 81% of the money on UTSA money line. That's a tough battle here. A 2-point spread. I'm liking Houston in this matchup. I think they can definitely win this game on the road. I believe they're on the road. Maybe they're at home. Could be wrong. Yo, what's your teaser? Yeah, I'll post the teaser here in a second. Gonna drop 50 on the teaser. Oh gosh. I don't like the pressure already. On my own so far these last 2 days, I haven't posted them. I'm 1-1 on teasers to start the season. And I only lost my last teaser. You want to talk a bad beat. I had Kent State. I think I might have posted it too. I had Kent State against UCF. I had them plus 49.5. And they lost by 50 exactly. You can't make it up. It was an unbelievable loss. An unbelievable loss. But yeah, I got a 4-teamer here that on FanDuel. So on FanDuel, guys, you can do 14-point teasers, which I did not know that. I've been doing 13-point teasers on Bovada and my bookie my whole life, but on FanDuel you can do 14-point teasers. If you guys love teasers, I mean, it's the greatest value in sports. It's unreal, and the odds are cheaper too. A 14-point teaser for a 4-teamer is -125, which is unbelievable. All right, I'll post my teaser. I'll pin it up in the top here. But yeah, usually my teasers, I just go 4-teamer for my big money. That's really it. But let's see. All right, my big teaser today. All right. Let's see. All right. I'll just say it over, but I am going to post it. I'm taking Colorado plus 34.5. I'm liking Colorado here. Giving up a heck of a lot of points. 34.5. If they lose by 35 points to TCU, I mean, I would just be very disappointed. I think it'll be a fun game. I'm taking a little gamble on this next one. We're going Utah State plus 38.5 against Iowa. I'm just liking the points because I don't think Iowa's really ever beat anyone by that much. Not with the offense they've had in years past. It might be a different year. I don't know. But they still have a great defense. But I just don't trust the offense here. I like Utah State plus the points. It's just a lot of points that Iowa would have to score. And I just don't know if they're going to win by that much. Next one, we got a couple close games, which I like. I'm rolling with North Carolina plus 11.5. I'm liking UNC. It's probably going to be a close game between South Carolina, but I'm liking, if you do a 13-point teaser, you can still get, I would still take a 13-point teaser on this as well. So it doesn't change anything. You'd be able to at least get them plus 10.5 on a 13-point teaser, which is awesome. You're secured by a touchdown and a field goal, which is great. Then the last leg, it is for tomorrow night. So we have one Sunday game, but it's FSU plus 16.5 or 15.5 on a 13 teaser, whatever you want to do. I just think it's a great line against LSU. It's going to be a heck of a game, and wanted to get a pretty elite team so far in the standings. Plus 2 touchdowns and counting. I got to take that all day. So yeah, that's the teaser. A big teaser I'm going with today. Hoping for some nice wins, a good sweat. Hopefully it's not a sweat fest. I'm hoping these teams cover pretty easy and I don't have to, hope I don't take a L. Yeah, good luck, Thomas. Good luck, Thomas. Good luck to you guys as well today. You guys are leaving. I'll record here for another 15 minutes because, I'm trying to get set up and watch all these games at noon. YouTube TV, if you guys have YouTube TV, they have the quad box. You just can get 4 games on just one on your screen, and it's amazing. So you already know that's what we're about to be doing here. Another thing I like to do teaser wise, guys, I don't throw as much on it, but I'll throw like $10 on it, and you guys could do it on your own too. I'm not even going to really read you mine, but I just take whatever the max your site will let you do on teasers team wise. Some sites it's 8, some it's 10, some it's 12. I just take 12 or 10 to 12 of my favorite overs. 10 to 12 of my favorite over-unders. Tease them by 13 or 14 points. That's a set. I do an over-under parlay like that. And then I do a spread one. So I just take 10 or 12 spreads that I like, throw them in a teaser, and that's what I do for fun. And if one of them hits, it's profitable, so it's all good. Yo, Kareem, do you like Michigan? I like Michigan. I like the. I think they cover. What's their team total? I don't know what their team total is. I do like them to cover though. I don't think. I mean, it's tough. 35 points. You know, it's tough. It's going to come down to the fourth quarter, getting like an extra score in or so. But I don't think they're going to have any problems with Eastern Carolina. They should be able to take care of business pretty easily. All right. Oh yeah, Georgia. Yeah, Georgia's like a 50-point favorite against Tennessee Martin. That's a lot. That's a lot of points, man. Michigan over 44.5. God, that's a lot of points. I mean, I don't see why they shouldn't drop like 50, but man, I mean, that's just a lot. They gotta score a lot. So I mean, that's tough. That's tough. I don't really mess with team totals. It's a very tough game. It's very tough because you're hoping for a total that high. You're hoping for like a fourth quarter punch in from some backups, probably. Yeah, these games just don't even have line, like just don't even have any money because no one's betting on these. Your top two underdogs today, yo, TC. Not too many great underdogs on the slate, but if I had to choose money line wise, I think can win straight up. I like Houston and I like South Alabama to win straight up. But just underdog spread wise, I like Colorado plus 21.5. And I like Utah State plus 23.5, 24.5, whatever you can get them. Those are just some underdog spreads that I do like find pretty attractive. Let's see. A&M New Mexico, 61% of the money coming in on A&M minus 38.5. They should be able to beat New Mexico pretty easily today. Don't think they'll have any trouble. They got over last 3 non-conference games. I mean, yeah, I mean, it is a lot of points, but I mean, they shouldn't have any problems with Eastern Carolina. You just got to hope that, they're putting up 50. And I mean, wouldn't shock me. Most of these teams, a lot of them do. We'll see what happens. It's tough, though. It is tough. For sure, TC, for sure. But it's college football. We don't know what teams look like week 1. We can only go by the numbers and stuff like that. So we'll see what they look like. It's week 1. Favorites might not look that great. We really don't know. I mean, we don't know what a lot of these teams even look like. We only know what they look like on paper. Washington State, Colorado State, 94% of the money on Colorado State plus 10, 92% of the money on the under 54.5, 93% of that money on Colorado State money line. Interesting. Army and Monroe, 86% of the money on Monroe plus 9.5. Interesting spread there. Like I was looking at that earlier. I think that's a lot of points for a team like Army to be favored. I don't know. Something weird going on there. Yeah, because 88% of the money is on Monroe money line here. Jan, Fresno versus Purdue. Let's see. I believe that was up here somewhere. Yeah, the public's on Fresno State plus 4.5. And the 63% is on Fresno State money line. So you would be with the public if you went with Purdue. All right. UNC South Carolina. This is a big one here. Going to be a good game. 71% is on South Carolina plus 2.5. 65% of the money on that over 63. And then 55% of the money on South Carolina money line. Going to be a good game. We got Drake May, one of the best quarterbacks in college football. And then Spencer Rattler. So it's going to be a little quarterback duel. I think that'll be a fun. I personally like UNC here. Don't hate South Carolina. I mean, they could easily win at home here. It's going to be a battle. We'll see what happens. Toledo, Illinois. I'm seeing a lot of people on Toledo today. I think they could be a good underdog. We'll see. I think they might be in for a test with Illinois. But Toledo getting 9.5. 56% of the bets are on the Toledo plus the points. And then 76% of that money is on Toledo money line. So a lot of people liking the Toledo upset today. All right, Penn State, West Virginia. 56% of the money on Penn State minus 20.5. 82% of the money on the under 49. And then 94% of the money on West Virginia money line. I think Penn State gets this pretty easy. I mean, West Virginia is really not going to be able to stop them. I just don't imagine. So I think Penn State will take care of business there. Bama and Middle Tennessee. 83% of the money on Bama minus 39.5. 63% of the money on the under 52.5. The only stat here, Bama 0-3 covering the spread against Middle Tennessee. The last 3 times they've played, Middle Tennessee's covered that big spread. I have no doubt that Bama will win this game very easily. But the fact they haven't covered against Middle Tennessee is, I don't know, it's kind of strange in the last 3 meetings. So don't be shocked if Middle Tennessee gets the cover and they lose by 38 or something. I'm telling you, just watch. It could happen. Texas Tech, Wyoming. 67% of the money on Texas Tech minus 13.5 today. 96% of the money on the under 51. And 69% of the bets are on Texas Tech here. South Alabama and Tulane. 72% of the money on South Alabama plus 6.5. 56% of the money on the under 51.5. And then 83% of the money on South Alabama money line. Yeah, South Alabama, the public's on them for a reason. I think they can upset Tulane here. So we'll see it. We'll see if that comes to fruition. What's going on, Tin? Nice seeing you, buddy. Let's go. Well, yeah, it's been a while because I haven't live streamed in a long time. Old Dominion versus Virginia Tech. 74% of the money on Virginia Tech minus 16.5. 66% of the money on the under 48. And then 95% of the money on ODU money line. I guess a lot of people expect a lot of people looking at an ODU upset today. Let's get some dubs. Yes, sir. Let's do it. Sam Houston and BYU. 91% of the money on Sam Houston plus 19.5. 90% of the money on the under 47. Then 86% of the money on BYU money line. Yeah, Tin, I don't really have any thoughts on that game, but the public is all over Fresno plus 4, 4.5, and Fresno money line. It was like 60 something percent. So a lot of people are on Fresno for that upset today. Yeah, I mean, Purdue, losing their coach, losing, I believe, one of their, losing, I think Plummer left Purdue last year or whatever. So yeah, I don't think Purdue is going to be as great as they were last year. Coastal Carolina, USC, 63% of the money on UCLA minus 14.5. 74% of the money on that over 66.5. And then 51% of the money on Coastal Carolina money line. Northwestern and Rutgers. 74% of the money on Rutgers minus 6. 92% of the money on that under 39.5. And then 56% of the money on Northwestern money line. It's a very low over-under. I don't think a lot of people are expecting a lot of points to be put up in this matchup here. Oregon State, San Jose State. 67% of the money on Oregon State minus 16.5. 58% of the money on the over 54.5. And then 97% of the bets are on Oregon State money line. And big game tomorrow. LSU, Florida State. 53% of the money on Florida State plus 2.5. 67% of the money on that under 56.5. And then 52% of the money on Florida State money line. Big game for both teams here. I'm liking Florida State in that matchup. And then Clemson and Duke for Monday night. 67% of the money on Clemson minus 12.5. 91% of that money coming in on that under 56. And then 91% of the bets are on Clemson money line for some Monday night action. And that's pretty much all the games there. A lot of action here. Got some noon games. It's going to be a great day for college football. Yeah, a lot of good early games, early big favorites playing. I mean, it's just gonna be a good day to sit on the couch and watch some sports. And yeah, if there's any last questions or matchups you have, go ahead and ask him here. Otherwise, I'm about to get off in a few minutes. Get ready for these noon games. Just probably like the rest of you guys. Happy college football and NFL is back. Oh yeah. Next weekend it'll be the real deal. We got both. +10 Northern Illinois. I don't hate it. I think the public's on Northern Illinois plus the points. Yo, UTSA Houston, tough game. Probably one of the toughest games on this whole slate. I just like, in a tough game like that, I like Houston. I think Houston could definitely win. It's a pretty even matchup. So I just think there's good value with Houston in that one. But UTSA, they both have good quarterbacks. UTSA has a really good quarterback. So, I mean, that's a tough one. All right. Actually, before I go, there's the pro report. I'll look at this sometimes. It is pretty useful. It just shows where the sharp money and big money's coming in and all the top experts. So, I mean, it is a good tool. Yeah, a lot of sharp money on Florida State. A lot of sharp money on Eastern Carolina plus the points. That's going to be a sweat. A lot of sharp money on Utah State. I'm with the sharp money on that one. Yeah, all the sharps today are on Fresno State, and the top experts are on Fresno State. Whoever these experts are, they're on Fresno. A lot of big money on TCU minus the 21. Yeah, a lot of sharps are on the Toledo plus the points today as an underdog. All the sharps are on Bama minus the points. A lot of sharps on Arkansas, Ole Miss, as they should be. A lot of sharps on Ohio State minus the 30 points. A lot of the sharps on Georgia minus 51.5 is a very high number. Sharps are on the Nevada plus 38.5. Then the sharps are, and big money is coming in on South Carolina plus 2.5. All the sharps are on Penn State minus 20.5, but big money coming in on West Virginia plus 21. Yeah, big money on South Alabama. Makes sense. Sharps are all over Clemson here. That's pretty much it for some sharp and big money action on the board. Yeah. I'm going to get out of here, guys. Appreciate you guys watching the live stream. I posted my teaser in the top of the chat that I'm rolling with today. Love going big teasers on Saturday. Nothing better. So yeah. For now, I don't want to promise when I'll live stream again because I always just break those promises because I just don't ever feel like it, to be honest. But I do want to start doing this live stream every Saturday because it's just a lot of stuff to cover. So it makes the perfect live stream to be able to go over all the matchups. Ideally, I'd like to do it on Sundays, but if I can't, I want to at least do it Saturday mornings, especially during NFL, because I could definitely cover NFL as well. But yeah, so look for the live streams coming on Saturday mornings. So stay tuned for those. I'll be able to answer all your guys' questions and do whatever. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Let's get out of here. Got these noon games coming on. Hope you guys enjoy your Saturday here, and let's get some nice wins in MLB and college football. Gonna be a fun day, and appreciate you guys tuning in on your Saturday morning. And be sure to tune into the live streams on Saturday when I do them. I'll make a little reminder for you guys. But yeah, good luck today. Hope you guys all cash out. And yes, sir, smash that like button, Mr. GC. Yes, sir. Good luck, TC. Good luck, everyone. Peace out. Hope you guys cash.